company for 6 months, a year, if the company is lucky, and they move on. And why do you think they move on? What are the things about Generation Y or Generation X? Well, Generation X is a little bit older, but the Ys are the ones that are doing this. Why do you think they move on?
They don't like the job.
No, maybe they don't have responsibilities.
No responsibility because they probably live at home. Very good one.
Yes.
Live at home with
They still live
parents.
with their parents.
Yeah. They have no commitment to any job because the number one thing for this generation is being able to take care of themselves.
Themselves, yeah.
Themselves. It's not about the job.
Anybody.
It's about them. They want to be flexible to work when they want to work. So they don't want to have a 9 to 5 job. They want to be able to work from maybe 10 to 2 and be flexible to do, go to yoga, go to watch a game. So they're looking for the flexibility. So now employers now have to change their tune to accommodate individuals like this. They need to have, for the younger ones, they need to have daycare on premises because they're not going to take their kid at a daycare center and drop the kid off before coming to work. Employers now have to accommodate daycare in the workplace. They have to change the hours of work to accommodate individuals like, the younger folks. They also have to be tech savvy. Everything has to be computerized. They don't deal with paper. And one of the things they do not like a boss. Someone telling them what to do. So the government have recognized this with this generation, and they're actually providing support to employers to train the employers how to work with this generation. Yep, they're now training the employers how to work and accept and be flexible to this generation because they're the future. They're the future, and this is how they prefer to work. They will get the job done. They will get the job done on their own time, in their own space, but they'll get the job done. But they don't want to be have a supervisor telling them what to do and how to do things because everything is at the fingertips of internet. And they're very smart. They're very well educated. They're have all the degrees. But that's a generation that is going to be actually in another 10 years, I think, will be the workforce. Not just in Canada, but in North America. And I believe in Europe as well. What do you think about that, Mofi? Do you think they're all over there in Europe as well? Their work habits are the same?
Yeah, all this young generation is now in one trend now. Everywhere this is same.
It's the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, it is very much actually, yeah.
Anyways, here I see that too much freedom for everyone.
Yeah.
Here, eh?
Yeah.
Here, they have so much freedom.
So if they ask, they will say it's my freedom.
And also they have so much options than before too. Like they can do things internet and make money as well. That's why, yeah.
So it's also salary driven. The positions is very money driven. And it's not so, when we're working, we want satisfaction in the job you do, right? It's like, I really want to wake up and I'm looking forward to doing something. So this generation is more money driven. It's all about technology. it's all about them, being able to balance their work and their lives, other than the older generation. That's a big difference. So that's what they say. You know what to do. Okay? So don't you do that in your voicemail, because it's not acceptable by employers. Not now, anyway. I don't know if I heard this as an employer, what's the first thing comes to mind, you think?
I don't want to recruit the person.
Right. I don't want this individual, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
After
it's
coming,
coming.
we have to dance for his music. The whole day.
Exactly. You have to dance to his music. I like how you put that. That's exactly what would come to mind. Oh, they control it. Yeah, I have to dance to his music or her music. So, not going to call you back. And you were saying, Omalara?
No, I said the person is not serious.
Not. They could be serious. They could be looking for work, but if you don't dance to my music, then you don't need me, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so see just some ideas of the voicemails that I wanted you to listen to, that people do have on their they have them on their phones, and it's very unprofessional to do that when you're actually looking for work. All right, so I'm going to recap this morning's work with you. This is probably going to be a short day, because unless we can go into tomorrow's lesson, do you want to do that?
No.
Okay, Taliban. Today is a very short lesson, just your phone skills and your voicemails. And tomorrow we do have cold calling and your elevator pitch. And that's a long one.
Okay.
So I'm going to recap what we did this morning just before we go to lunch. Okay. So this morning, when we did the slide presentation, what did we talk about?
Phone calling.
Phone skills, right?
Yes.
And we talked about
Voicemail.
and we did voicemail, yeah. And then we did these recordings. So when you if you were what's a proper way of answering your phone, by the way? If you're picking up the phone and answering your phone.
Make sure there's no surrounding noise, and make sure you smile and in a positive mood when you're speaking.
Right.
Yeah.
What else?
So if it is an unknown number, you can say Lona speaking.
Oh, yeah, for sure, you could. But there's something that you're missing. One more thing that...
A greeting. Hello.
No, Tilban, he told me a couple of the things, but there was one important thing that was missing from is standing, smiling, being courteous, think positively, but there was something else really important.
In a silent place.
Silent place, he got that. There was one more. Can you think?
Omalara left, I think.
Omalara, what do you think?
That
He left,
resume,
she
like
left.
don't read off like a resume thing. Have a conversation.
Right, don't read a script.
Yeah.
Have a conversation.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. But there was one more. Very, very important. Always have paper.
And a pen.
pen.
Oh.
Yeah. Or if you're tech savvy, and I know you guys are,
Yeah, mobile phone also okay.
you could also, when the person is talking to you, I don't know how you're going to do this, but you can write in your notes or something. But I would have a pen and paper with me. Especially when I'm expecting a call from an employer or a volunteering company. I would always have pen and paper with me. Okay. What about your pitch, your voice? It must be, don't speak too fast, okay? And also slow down and speak in a lower voice because English speakers prefer that, a lower tone, not too high pitch,
Yes.
right? And take your time to form your words and to say what you want to say. There is no rush
Yes.
with the employer. Just say what you want to say. And for you to do that, you need to practice what you need to say when the employer calls, because you know what kind of job you applied for, right? So you know what you applied for, so you're going to be speaking directly to the position that you applied for.
Okay.
Okay, and you can have your resume there because it's just a phone call. It's not your in-person interview. So you can have your resume, pull your resume out, and you can glance at your resume and have a talk with them. Okay, so know what you want to say. Have paper and pen out at all times, okay, when you're looking for work. And what happened if the phone call came at an awkward time and you're, not in a place to take the call? What do you do?
Not answering the call, or we can say, can you call you back later?
If I called you and I said, and the phone is ringing and you picked up the phone, and how would you answer the phone, Taliban?
I will call you. Can I call you back?
No. Just let's just play a part here. I'm calling you on your cell phone. You're in a place where you're not able to really speak to me about a job. I'm the employer. Walk me through how you would do this.
Okay. Hi. I'm currently in a noisy environment. Can I call you back later? I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay. Alrighty, Mofid, what do you think of that answer?
We can have two options, either not to answer the call, or we can talk to the person and say that, can I call you back in 10 minutes or something? We can ask the permission from the person, and then we can.
Thank you. Permission. Okay, Taliban. Hello, this is Taliban. Hi, Taliban. Do you have time to talk to me about your application? And you're going to say something like, where I am right now is a little bit noisy. Is it okay if I can call you back in a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes? You asking permission. Is it okay? Is it okay for me to call you back in 10 or 15 minutes? Okay? Remember that. Ask permission if it's okay to call back. And you are going to make sure that you get a number and a name. Alrighty?
It's very much important. Otherwise, sometimes they call from the general number so that we don't know who has spoken to us. So it's better to take the name and the number so that we can reach out.
Very, 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 very important. Thank you, Mofid. So you got it? Or as Mofid said, you let it go to voicemail because you guys are going to set up your professional voicemail now. Am I correct?
Yes.
You need to do that because now I am actually, Alicia has gotten her job and she has gotten another job. She's trying to decide which one to get. She did her resume. It looks great. And I'm working with Omalara to send her resume out. And I'll be working with you and Mofid to get some resumes out there, okay?
Okay.
It's good to have the resumes out ahead of time before the session is over.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to work together on your resumes, and that is all of next week, actually.
Next week you will be.
Hi, Luna. I was lost. I just came back. My went off.
I know. We realize that.
All right. Okay.
No problem. Yeah. So we need to get your resumes out there to companies that you're interested in, and see what happens while you're finishing up your class here with Wendelin. At least you've applied to a few positions out there, right? And maybe by the time you're finished with class, you can just move into a job.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
So only this week you'll be there, no?
I am here with you this week and next week.
Next week also.
Okay.
I'm with
So
you next.
after rest, all will be taken by Wendell.
Yes, Wendell is going to be doing your she has a couple things to do with you, yeah. So I'm finished on the 14th, and she's going to be doing this assessment and reading guidelines. Not sure about that one. Motivators, the ideal work environment, okay. And then she's going to do interviewing. So I wish I was doing your interviewing mock interviews with you, because that's an area that I think I could help. But anyways, she's going to be doing your mock interviews with you, and she's going to be doing your interviewing skills and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and interviewing skills and Credit Canada. And then that you're finished on the, oh no, you're not finished until the 18th of
November.
Yeah, okay.
Till that we cannot work.
If you got a job, if you sent your resume out and you got a job, you can, it's good, because it means that we have succeeded in helping you to land a job. And that's the whole purpose of this workshop.
That's right.
Okay.
If you got a job, take the job, okay? Accept the job.
Okay.
You don't
So
have.
after completing this program, will they give a certificate?
Yeah, there's a certificate of
Participating or
Yeah, it is participation. It's really a personal development for you guys. It's not like any big certificate, but you will get one, and you can use it as a newcomer to say that you did this workshop. The employers do understand that what we do here. They
the
know.
certificate, they will send it via Canada Post, or we have to go and collect it?
Okay, there are two options to do that. She will give it to you online, and you can print it out in a really fancy print paper, or you can ask, please mail it to you at home.
Okay.
You choose. She's going to do your thing with your mock interview with you and your graduation. Yeah, you have 5 more weeks to go. Ooh,
Wow.
A lot.
it's a long course.
I didn't know we've gotten like 5 weeks.
Well, you're with me this week and next week, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After next week, you have 5. It will go fast, though. It will go fast.
Yeah.
It will go
Because
fast.
it's really busy. Yeah.
And again, guys, if you got a job or you got volunteering opportunities, you just let her know or let me know. And I always say, go for it. I always say to the clients, participants, go for it. Take the position, because that's what we want you to do. We want you to find something to do. Right? So I always say that. And
So if they go mid of the way, will they give the certificate?
yes, yeah, because you almost finished everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get a certificate. You will definitely get it. Like Alicia, if they offered her full time and she leaves, then I'll give her the certificate for sure.
Okay.
You will get a certificate. Okay. Alrighty. So it's boy, you guys have been eating a lot today. First you had a long coffee break. Now you're gonna have a long lunch break.
Not every day, no.
No, not tomorrow. That's why I want if you
let's enjoy today then.
Yeah, today's your easy day.
Yeah.
Today's your easy day. When you come back, I'm going to take you through a workshop on the elevator pitch. It's not in your phone call skills today, but I want to do that with you, and then that's it for the day. It wouldn't be a long day. But Omalar, I want you to stay back with me so I can work on your resume with you.
So
Omalar.
Okay.
we're coming back at 1 p.m., right?
Yes, come back at 1 p.m. And then I'll do a quick, I'll just run through a quick PowerPoint with you. And then when we're done, you can go for the day. and I'm gonna work on a lot resume with her.
Okay.
So why don't we finish that now? In that case, Miss Lona.
Oh, you don't mind?
Yeah, if Taliban and Omalora is okay, we can. If not,
I'm going out today, so I don't know.
Oh, you're on your thing today. Okay.
Yeah.
then
Can we
no
do
problem.
the resume tomorrow?
No, I'm going to work on your resume at the end of the class.
Okay.
So then we'll take the break and you can work with Omalora.
So so we can finish off now. Then is that what you guys want to do that, and we do tomorrow?
Me and Taliban is okay to do that.
Yeah.
If you and Omalora is fine. If not, we can take the break and come back. Up to you. We are flexible.
You're flexible. Well, I'm done with presentations. I mean, phone skills and voicemail. So
As you said, only one presentation is there, and we thought we'll finish it off and then we'll wind up for today.
What I'm trying to say is about my resume. You may want to ask me questions on my resume.
I do.
And I'll be inside, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, so you're all right. You know what I'll do? I will put it together for you, and I'll drop it in an email, and you have a look at it and tell me what you think. From what I can gather from your existing resume, I'll work with it, and then you can tell me what you think. All right? Okay, so I'll do that. So what are you leaving? Just so you're not coming back down, or you're gone for the day?
No. What I'm saying is I will come back, but I will be inside bus just listening to the class. That's all.
Okay,
so if they want us to finish the class now, let's finish the class.
Okay, so what I understand is she is also telling to finish the presentation so that she can.
Because by 1:45 I will leave home. By 1:45 I will leave.
1:45. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just show you. It's a quick presentation about elevator pitch. Okay.
So let's go on.
Right. And we can do that, and we can finish off for the day, and you guys can return.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. Let me continue then. Let me find it.
Just a question, Lona.
Yeah.
Now, if you are finding volunteer job in the same websites which you have given, in that can we see, or is there any other separate website to find jobs as a volunteer?
No. So most of the companies that if you want to approach,
We have to call.
RBC.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. How do you get to the right person to ask the question?
Okay.
What are the steps that you're going to need to take to the person? So we're going to do that tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so I'll wait till tomorrow then.
Wait until tomorrow, and then once we finish that, then you can start your job search.
Yeah. But still, my work permit is under process. So in that case,
okay.
Still, is it possible to do, or?
I think it is because you're not really working for salary.
Yeah.
It's a free. You're giving your free time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can still volunteer, and I'll tell you how to approach. We'll give you the know-how how to do this and what you can say to them when it comes on to your work permit.
All right.
Okay. So let me find this presentation.
Thank you.
So this is an elevator pitch, okay? It's about what, you remember the presentation that the guy did about cold calling? And what you can say to someone when you meet them, like spontaneously? What are the things you could say to them? So this PowerPoint is all about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have it as elevator pitch, but I have it as personal branding, which is a little bit more upbeat and modern.
For 90s kid.
Yeah. Oops, for the 90s kids, yes. So I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to share. Oops. Can you see that?
It's a white screen, I can see.
No? No.
Blank white screen.
Oh, okay. Oops, wrong one. How about now?
Same.
No.
Now your face. Yeah.
My face? No, you don't want to see my face. Why is it not sharing? Come on, share. All right, let me start this again. Share screen and share.
Double click and
Okay,
white
you see that?
screen, blank white.
My screen.
Maybe when you change
Hang on a
the
second.
name.
I think I have too many things open here. 1 second. Let me close down some of these. My memory is going because I have so many workshop on this my computer. Close that. Close that. Save. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not sharing here. How about that now?
Now okay.
Yeah, now we are seeing.
Okay. For some things, there's a whiteboard on my screen and I'm trying to delete it, but I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, so personal branding, that's what it's all about. And again, it's your elevator pitch, okay? And then we go into what is a commercial. So a commercial is a mini resume of your skills, education, and work experience. So you're going to use this to market your skills to potential employers or to someone who can put you in touch with an employer, okay? And what it is really is that you need to have a mini version of your resume. You can memorize this or you can have it on a piece of paper. So when you meet the individual, you can speak freely about what you have to offer. And when you do that first interview where the employer called to say, oh, by the way, I'd like to meet with you for the position you applied for, you're not going to give them the full resume because that's your first interview. You're going to give them a mini version of your skills and experiences. You got me?
Yeah.
They will ask questions like, oh, by the way, Mofid, are you able to work in a location based in Toronto? Right?
Yeah.
So it's a mini version of your skill sets plus some questions that they may be asking you. They're not going to do an interview. They want to know a little bit about you. And on this phone call, they're also going to gauge your tone of voice, your communication abilities, and a little bit about your work experience. So an elevator pitch can be used when you get that first phone call from an prospective employer, or you are networking. You are networking with your, co-workers and friends. You're networking in a job fair. You're networking in a conference. So this is what you'll use, an elevator pitch. You got it? And you can write this down into a mini version of your resume, or you may memorize it. Yep.
Okay.
It's similar to, the business card we did. The business card you're going to give to someone, which you're physically giving them a card and say, I'm looking for work in this particular area, but you're going to use this mini commercial to tell them more about your skill set. You got it? It's something that you need to be able to speak freely about. And that's why we said it's a commercial about you. You're writing about you, you're talking about you. You got it? And this is work used in networking and cold calling.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it is really. Why use, elevator page or commercial? It is to market your skills to potential employers when you are networking, calling a prospective employer about position, and requesting an informational interview. Remember the informational interview we talked about maybe 2 weeks ago? So informational interview, Mofid, Omalara, and Telban, is when you are trying to get in a particular industry, and you meet the person on LinkedIn, and you can give them the same information about your skills and experience via email, and ask them to meet with you for an interview to learn more about the company, to learn more about the job that they're doing. You got it? So you use this for networking, cold calling, or request an informational interview. It is used in an interview to answer these similar questions, also give a concrete example to demonstrate your answer. So when you're networking, and especially if you are doing a cold call to an employer, you're going to tell the employer about yourself. Hi, I'm going to teach you how to get to the individual. My name is Mofid, and I'm looking for, I am a experienced, what's the name of your title, Mofid?
Let's say business development or customer service.
I'm
business development executive.
I'm a business development executive in the insurance industry. I'm looking to get some information with regards to if you're looking to hire in the future or now, something like that. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Why should I hire you? Okay. And then you're going to answer, I've worked in Dubai for X number of years as in this particular position, and I've acquired skills in these specific areas. Okay?
Yeah.
Why do you think you can do this job? These are the questions they're thinking. They're not saying it to you, okay? And you say, based on what I've done before, if there's an opening in your organization, I think I'll be able to, run with it, something like that. And then what previous skills and experience has prepared you for this position? So you'll already answer that. Why should I hire you? Right up here, okay? So when you're networking, these are the questions come to mind to a prospective employer. And so when you have your mini resume written or memorized, you can speak freely on these questions. And so this is why you need to know your strengths and abilities. You need to know, what your hard skills are. You must be able to put them in order and be able to, say them with confidence. It makes a big difference when you're networking to a prospective employer and you're able to speak about your skills and ability in this manner. Really, really important. Oh, and wow, he's able to articulate well. He's got a lot of experience. Wow, he speaks 4 languages. That's somebody we can, maybe bring on board.
Think of,
right. So that's why you do this elevator pitch or commercial about you to use in these particular research, okay? Networking, cold calling, or requesting an informational interview. So there Sometimes employers don't have a lot of time, or when you're networking, the individual doesn't have a lot of time. So you should be able to do this in 15 seconds. Think so?
Yeah, if we train, we can.
Yeah,
If we
and
practice
that's
little.
something. Yeah, very good. And that's why you have to practice. And we're going to give you the tools as what you can say in your particular field. Okay, so we can go through each person and they can tell me, based on your existing resume, what can you tell me about yourself, your work experience? Why should we hire you? Right? Those 3 ones. So 15 seconds, you can do it. 1 minute is another one. There are 2 types. If you have a 1 minute to speak to an employer, you can say a lot. 15 seconds is just very brief. It's a very brief pitch, really, really brief. So let's see what it is. So in your 15-second commercial is used for networking and cold calling. So, by the way, cold calling is what? When I say cold calling, what that means?
Cold calling is like I have done cold calling for business purpose, not for job hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to call them and ask. Before we call, normally we do a research to find out who is the decision maker for a business. So let's say we found that Lona is the head of finance that I have to reach. So we get connected to the reception, and then we just introduce that calling from ABC company. This is to get an appointment to meet Lona, or what's our concern, or maybe sometimes they will ask, is he expecting your call? Then we say yes or no, whatever it is, and then she might give the email ID to send the company profile, or maybe to send an email to get an appointment, so on. Or sometimes they transfer the call, then we talk to them. Some guys will say, if it is a sales call, I'm sorry, I don't have time. Some people will entertain and they will give an appointment, so on.
Well said. Well said. Thank you. So did you guys, you heard what he just said, right? Taliban and Omalara?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So your cold calling is to someone you've never met before. And you're going to have to build up courage to do this.
Okay.
And you should have confidence to talk to the person,
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we talk to a person like a friend or family, so it's going to be a totally a new person, and especially it's going to be either from HR department. So you should talk to them in a very confident manner.
Right. There we go. Yeah. So that's a cold call. So you use it, and cold call it's also networking. Okay. State your name, state the position you're looking for, and a short statement about your work experience, and end by asking for assistance in determining employers who will require your skills. So when you're doing your commercial, there are 2 ways you could do it. You could, if you know that this individual is hiring, you could say that, I'm very interested in the position that you advertise on Indeed, or if the person didn't have a position, if you may have anything coming up in the near future. Okay?
Yeah.
Say that. Right. Okay. And then we're going to do a 15-second commercial. That is, here's an example. And you may read that on your own. Can you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think of that, using those? My name is so-and-so.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could actually copy this down for yourself, or you could say something like, my name is Taliban, and I have over more than 3 years experience in the engineering field. Combined with, do you have anything that you want to combine it with? Excellent with communication skills, you have something else. Or if you don't have a combination, don't worry about it. I have done, I'm pursuing my diploma in engineering and so on and so forth. I'm proactive, so result-oriented, proficient in whatever application that you have. Could you assist me in defining the companies that may be hiring in this area? So you are networking here. Okay? That's your 15-second commercial. Okay, so let's look at the minute commercial because you're selling your skills here. So your 1-minute commercial is used for more detail when more details are required. Okay? Used for cold calling information interviews to answer the interviewer questions stated previously. And it's going to have 8 to 10 interests, catchy statements about your qualifications, skills, experience, and accomplishments. And with asking for employment, possible employment opportunities in an information interview. Okay? So it doesn't give you an example of this one. Right, this one. So you're going to use a mini version of the copy that I just gave you. And you're going to talk a little bit more about your skill sets because now you have 1 minute to talk about it. Am I correct? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have more time to talk about it. So when you're writing your elevator pitch, you have to think of yourself as a product. What can I offer? Your skills, experience, education, and accomplishments. You see this word accomplishments, guys? It pulls a lot of weight in employment opportunities. So if you have accomplished anything in your previous work experience, say that you were Employee of the Month, or you got an outstanding award.
Best performance.
This is so very important to put on your resume. If you have accomplishments, you need to let me know. So we're going to make a heading for accomplishments. If you have, you need to put it on your resume. And if you have, you want to talk about it in your elevator pitch or networking. These areas must catch the attention of and appeal to the purchaser, the employer. Right?
Yes.
So I have excellent exceptional skills in dealing with customers who are on the telephone. You're going to be working in the phone area, so I have excellent technical abilities working with cell phones, right?
Yes.
Something like that, catchy, because the employer is looking for somebody who has that. Or I am people-oriented. I enjoy communicating with individuals about products and services. There you go. If they don't have the technical ability, I enjoy working with seniors. I'm caring and compassionate about offering help to individuals such as seniors, elderlies. Got it? Very important. Write creatively. Where was I? Oh, I missed it.
Luna?
Yeah?
Can you please give me like 5 minutes? I need to attend to somebody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Write creative and attention to catching action statements with highlights your experience and your accomplishments. That's it. Okay. Now, if you have accomplishments from your previous work, it has to be work related, okay? Or if you belong to a body, an association, and you haven't received an outstanding award for participating in that association or in that body, you can use it as an accomplishment. Got it?
Yeah.
Although it's not related to work, but you have gotten this because you participated, you assisted and you're aware of working in the technical field. Okay? So you need to put that. It doesn't have to be your accomplishments, doesn't have to have numbers, doesn't have to have percentages or dollar figure attached to it. However, if you have, you've developed a software program that saved the company $1 million, right? Something like that. You want to put that or whatever. Or you save time and money by, instead of working 5 hours on a particular thing, they were able to finish it off in an hour, right? So you want to say that. That's an accomplishment. And if you don't have a dollar figure or percentage attached to it, you can simply state your accomplishments. But very important if you have that 1 minute window to talk to a prospective employer. Okay, and that's it. That's all there is. This is what the doctor ordered today. Any questions about this? Your elevator pitch, your personal branding?
No. Yeah.
You think you'll be able to write this based on your resume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You think you'll be able to say it with confidence when you get a phone call or networking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I think, Mofid said it. If you have confidence in yourself, you can accomplish a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? You can accomplish a lot. And you have to start thinking, and Taliban said, you have to start thinking positively about who you are and what you have to offer. What is it I have to offer to this company? Why am I sending my resume to this company? So I can tell you this, don't be like everybody else out there, and I know hundreds and thousands of them out there. They sit in front of their computer and they look at Indeed and they go, yeah, let me apply for this one. Yeah, let me apply for that one. Right? But they haven't done anything else. And so, they'll wait for 3 months and there's nothing coming back to them. But if you start networking and doing some cold calls, you'll be surprised to see the result of that. And before you do that, you need to put your elevator pitch or a mini resume together. Because can you imagine meeting somebody and the person's looking for work and they're giving you the entire resume on their hand, what they have done? How would you feel as an employer? You're meeting them for the first time, you're in a job fair, and the person's telling you everything that they've done. Right? You don't, as an employer, you don't want to hear that very first thing. You want to hear, oh, in a very brief message, these are my skill sets. In a very brief message, I'm able to do this. So that is what, when we say networking is actually with people. You know that, right?
Yes.
Or you can network on LinkedIn too, right, Mofid?
Yes, we can.
Yep, you can network on LinkedIn and in person as well. Okay, so you think you guys could write an elevator pitch?
Yes.
Perfect. I like that. Yes. Any questions? Because we're finished with this and there is no assignment for it yet. But there will be assignment coming up tomorrow. I don't think so. Alrighty, so that's what I have to share with you today. If you have any questions, you let me know. In the meantime, I would like you to send your resume to me. I'll have a quick peek at it.
Okay.
And then we'll do resume writing next week. Next week is more the formatting, the action words, and we do cover letters as well.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so if you don't have any questions, then we can sign off for today. And I'm going to put in your inbox quite a bit for tomorrow. And we'll have a full day tomorrow.
Okay.
Alrighty?
Yeah.
So, great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you need me to send for you?
No.
No.
For me, nothing.
Murphy, anything you
No,
need?
no, nothing.
I think you're very good at the cold calling because I think you've done it in your work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I
I'm just
have a lot of
listening to
insurance
you.
calls.
Yeah, he has done it. I can just exactly the areas that he touched on. Yeah, I saw that he did it before. Alrighty, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye
You
bye.
too. Thank you.
Take care. Okay. Oh, my love.